Yo, yo, yo. Here we go, man. Free versus free, and it's one of the best comps in the game, Kappa. Now, I'm actually not sure, but double red Resto Shaman, I actually don't think it's a good comp. It was really a struggle to heal. They both take so much damage. We do have a lot of healing and a lot of stuns, but they didn't play repentance. We didn't do any fancy stuff. We just did damage. Sometimes go back. Sometimes just killing two globals. Um, it's pretty much a double-edged sword comp. You either kill something quite fast before you get all your bubbles, or you don't and you try to line before or for a while until your bubble is back, something like that. At least for the games from the games of what I've played, it felt like that. Now we're just facing some well, it's a decent comp, but the problem of these guys, they stacked. So basically, the entire time they stacked, and we used quite a lot of cooldowns. Maybe not that many, but he's playing repentance. I mean, not repentance, relentless. So like a coordinated double stun, he should just flop the shaman. I mean, eventually he would, although not sure when, because my red here doesn't have pop and doesn't have bubble. So he's kind of screwed. If they survive this go or the next go, I think we're gonna die. But hopefully we're gonna manage to survive. And seems to we are doing quite okay for now. They did get a few kicks on the chaos bolts. They stunned the chaos bolts. Although I'm not agreeing with that. Like if they would let that chaos bolt go and stun the shaman instead, I think the shaman would have died in this particular moment, and I guess it would have been closer for us, but I still had link, so I could have just pressed link and we killed the shaman and we win the arena. But I guess they didn't really realize that. Well, eventually the shaman just dies in a hodge, so it's not that a big of a deal, but yeah, they play weird, they stacked a lot, and we had like crusade paladins damping and popping damage all the time. So most of you probably would think RMP should win this, right? Well, I would agree, and I would really agree that it's gonna be very easy for the RMP, but somehow they managed to fail. Well, so that's a bomb, that's a fake on the CS, and he's still not dead. Like, I mean, not even not dead. His bubble didn't proc. So I'm pretty proud of this because he couldn't actually get the bubble there, and I was lucky that he casted a blizzard and then casted pulley right after. Like, why, man? Your pulley will just break from the AoE. And then they did the DR thing. I insta wall. I thought they're gonna switch me. There was an orb down, so yeah, I just pressed it, and they did basically no damage on me. And they went back on the paladin. Now he got the CS there. Not really a big of deal, that big of a deal, but yeah. I guess our plan was to kill priest. Kind of hard to be honest, like a mage and a rogue peeling for you all the time, and basically both of the reds are basically in a wheelchair. So yeah, this was a particularly struggle game, even though we managed to survive and they still didn't get bubble. I think this is a quite a big of error from the RMP side of things. Um, from my stand, I guess I should have tried to get a few more purges between my globals, but I kind of always casted a heal, always try to dispel something, and I didn't really have globals to purge. I mean, if I would purge, they would probably drop more, and then I guess they're gonna force a cooldown or something. So far so good. They tried to do a swap of me, but again, double red. They both can heal like 200k per flash of light, so they can actually heal better than me. Sometimes, of course. And in that particular moment, I didn't really need to use anything. So yeah, that was nice. And them going priest is actually also good because I can spam hexes on the mage, which makes the game a bit easier, like 8 seconds of, chilling. I don't know why they ran in the ring. I mean, maybe Viking got feared into that, but Famine literally ran in the ring. So yeah, that was weird, but still, we do have a lot of damage. We still have pressure on the priest. That's a DR Hajj. And hopefully the priest will go down. I'm gonna get another sneaky hex. Not really that sneaky, but yeah, another hex on the mage. So that means less stuns. I mean, not stuns, but slows or roots. Oh, there we go. Like I was talking, there's a root into a poly, into a fear. God damn, they do have a lot of CC and still they don't manage to peel effectively. So at this point, seeing the RMP doesn't do any setups, at least not successfully setups that should force trinket, links or bubbles, they're kinda dead. I mean, at this point, it's already too late. The priest is almost out of mana. We still have a lot of cooldowns, like too many cooldowns to be honest. That's a good bomb. That's a really good bomb. I did manage to fake the CS, but the bomb was good, so they got the bubble. But that bubble is really, really late. They basically have no cooldowns now, or at least no big cooldowns like pain suppression, no evasions. I guess he has blocks, but I don't think he's gonna be the kill target. Either the priest or the rogue, they're both fine. I guess they're gonna go on the rogue for a bit, and he should be an easy kill without evasion, which is like for 45 seconds or less. And I don't think the priest can heal that. Like you can say, you could see that like double crusade, and nah, it just went down. He should like try to kite or something, just run. Like he tried to do damage or whatever with feint. Nah, not gonna work about against two reds with crusade. Nah, just run, dude. Just run, man. If they would have kited better, and I think they could have, they had a good chance of winning. And now another RMP, and hopefully, I hope, yeah, this would be a shorter game. Uh, it's a better map if you think about it, because it's not like Tolvir where there's so huge areas where you can just run. This is like either on the bridge and you are kind of stacked, so you could see like Divine Storms were hitting like 3 targets there, and they're all dead or almost dead. And like RMP, I mean not RMP, Arcane has less peels, less novas, more slows. Um, I guess he could try and ship a bunch, but he doesn't do it. So I mean, he started to do it, but again, like they don't really have enough pressure at this point. So we do have way too much, and we're probably gonna win in the few seconds, a few more seconds. And hopefully, yeah, we do so. We get a nice little kill there on the rogue again, which is seems to be a recurrent thing. Rogues just die. This is a comp I thought we're gonna lose, to be honest. Like they have a lot of burst and they have a lot of slows and a lot of CC on me. Um, our strategy again, go on the priest. Pretty straightforward. If we go on the priest, the red, if he stays on our reds, either one of them, he's gonna get cleaved, and he did. He just got proc bubble. Um, like they're really low, and they did get our bubble, but now the red has nothing, and he can't really heal the priest, and he just dies. So now it's gonna be a 2v3, and I still have basically all my cooldowns, so we kind of won the game easily. Wouldn't expect it, but it happened. Like the red, his only thing was to go a bit. When you don't have trap on me, just go a bit, chillax, heal yourself, and then that's it, man. That's it. I really didn't even notice when the enemy red bubble procced. I thought he was low, but not low enough, and I was actually watching Viking, in which his bubble procced around the same time the enemy red bubble procced. So yeah, I don't think Viking realized it as well either, but yeah, the priest just died. It's gonna be harder. If the red would have played differently there, the enemy one, he could have lived. I mean, he could have just, if I'm not in CC, don't do damage, and he won't get damage basically, then he would survive. This team was actually hard. Demon Hunter Affliction was actually hard. I had to heal a bunch in this. I was inspired to get Calming Waters, considering afflictions have and are really annoying with their CSs. And I was thinking, well, I can't really fake, and even if I fake it, I still gonna lose time. And if I fake it and get CS'd, well, they probably just gonna get a bubble, and they did get bubbles even with calming. So that was kind of awkward. Semi-long game, I just shortcutted it a bit. I was just explaining how it worked out. They did damage, they did spell locks, but calming was triumph. So yeah, here the paladin got a really good hodge on the hunter, and he didn't manage to drop until they were like all half HP, which was really good for us. And now if they swap on the hunter, which would probably pop true shot or wants to pop true shot, would be nice. They did get a bubble, not a big thing. He can't really mass dispel it unless somebody will die. We also got turtle. We got a lot of cooldowns as well. I think we got the better out of that exchange. Uh, Now they switch on the other paladin that has bubble. Weird thing, but whatever. I think we're gonna get bubble as well now. Maybe, not so sure, but probably. I'm full dragon. I think of that. Whatever. We have a lot of have a lot of pressure now. He should have actually let the MC go and the cast. I don't know why he stopped it. Maybe he stopped it. Um, but if they would have let that MC just, roll, I think one of them would have died. But yeah, doesn't matter. We still get a lot of pressure. Like, remember, the hunter doesn't have anything, but I really don't understand why they went on the red that still has bubble. Like, they went on famine that still has bubble, and the other one, Viking, has not. And they just, I don't know, it was a weird game, to be honest. Maybe they got confused on which bubble procced. Uh, I guess whatever, you know, shit happens, mistakes were made. At this point, we got finally the enemy red bubble. Actually, a lot of reds in that night, but it's a powerful class, has a lot of damage. The only weakness is mobility, but if he's okay enough, good enough, he can actually get some good mobility, or at least a good, very good time freedoms into like charge mounts, and eventually gonna hit on the target. And now they playing with disc, which can't really run. Kind of makes sense, and to stick priest and just cleave red, which happened. Okay, next game now, probably one of the final in this video. This comp actually won versus us the first time, but we were stacked. This was like, I don't know, it was some sort of Blades Edge Arena. They always wanted me to stack with them because Divine Storm, well, makes sense, does a lot of damage. But they are also really annoying. If I get stacked, I could also just kite them. I could go behind a pillar, root them both. Okay, maybe the Demon Hunter will trinket, something like that. Like for example, that Spirit Link wouldn't have happened. It would be a loner Spirit Link, or at least a trinket for the Demon Hunter to jump in it. It was a decent game, but yeah, I think we could have played it better, or at least my opinions are different from theirs. They all want some weird ass Legion stacking, do damage, heal, whatever. I wanted to kite a bit more, especially versus that team. I don't know, just feels more or better for me to just run instead of just tank damage and roll through bobs and stuff like that and spam purge or whatever. You can spam purge, but I don't know. I just feel that this would be easier if I would just run. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. A little explanation of some of the clips here. And hopefully we're gonna see ya in the stream. and if not, well, have a good one. Bye bye.